Hey everyone, it's me Suchita. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about the demo class for a computer subject. So, without delaying for a minute, let's start today's video. If you are new to the channel, do consider subscribing and press the bell icon so that you will get notification regarding any new coming video. So, let's start. When we will talk about any demo class or any normal class, the first thing which comes in the mind as soon as you enter in the room or you enter in the portal when you are teaching offline or online, you do need to mention or you do need to follow certain board etiquettes, and these are the board etiquettes related to the date, writing of subject, and then your lesson objective. Regarding that, I made many videos. I'll link one or two video here so that you can go and check out the board etiquettes over there and then come back, continue with this video. So as we're done with the board etiquettes, now we need to discuss the classroom rules. When we talk about a computer subject, so there come the role of digital citizen rules. Yes, nowadays even in every class we are teaching online, so I think according to me in every class we need to share the digital citizen rule, but for the computer class it's a necessity, it's a must, you need to share. If that include maybe 2-3 rules regarding the software and browsing etiquettes, and 2-3 rules related to the hardware. For example, you can say you only need to open the website with the this one HTTPS. Means safety. S is not there, it means the website is not safe or secure for your system or for any browsing activity. Other than that, you need to guide the student because these are the teenagers and they do not have any experience about the cyber crime, cyber threat, and so you need to aware about them regarding all these things. You need to mention to the student they do not have to share any personal detail regarding their name, their number, or any personal thing which they are not supposed to disclose on a social or open website while browsing. So these all etiquettes, these all rules you need to mention at the start of the class, plus some hardware rules like they do not have to keep any glass of water near their PC. They are not supposed to eat in the class because if it can harm the hardware of the system. So like that, just you can say maintain 5 to 6 rules which you will mention it at the start of the class, or you can start your class by mentioning all those rules. Now we are done with the classroom rules. Now we are coming to the teaching part. As soon as you will start teaching, you are not supposed to take the children and make them exposed to the system. No, you need to follow certain rules. For example, you need to start your class with the vocabulary. Like my lesson objectives, I'm going to teach the input and output device of the system. So what I'm going to do, first I will teach the vocabulary words. So I will mention these are the 2 vocabulary words which we are going to learn today, and then I will include 2 to 3 slides in which I will explain about the thing theoretically. Plus, after the explanation, I will include some activities including where the child will do some theoretical related thing, where the child will learn how to answer the questions. For example, you can include the cut and paste activity. You will give them a sheet with all the pictures of the system or system parts, and then there are names, so they will paste it there so that when they will finish their class, after that they will prepare for the exam. It will be helpful, those notes will be helpful for them while they will learn and when they will prepare themselves for the exam. Other than that, it include maybe some drawing activity. You ask them to draw that part which you are going to discuss today, or maybe something match the following, or you will write down the 5 to 6 steps which you are going to do practically with the system today. So those all notes are very necessary for a class because computer class is a practical class, but the students are supposed to give certain oral or theoretical exam, and whenever they want to check the thing back, they can go back and then they just study from the notebook and then they will be ready for that. So you maintain some notes. Now they are aware about the vocabulary word, they know some rules, how they need to do the browsing, how they need to use the system, and now they are aware about the steps also. Now you can divide the students initially in the group of 2 or maybe 3. Do not give the child the system alone at the initial days, because they are not aware. So they need to work in a group, and they need to discuss, and they need to go step by step. One child is reading the steps and the other child is following, like that they go one by one. So now is to come to the practical part. Practical part, you give them the task with the timing. Do not give just random, leave the class, okay, now I have explained, now you do and complete this task. No, you need to mention on the board, okay, 5 minutes for the step number 1, sorry. So 2 minutes for step number 2, 3 minutes for step number 3, or maybe last 5 minutes for step number 4. So these are the 4 steps you need to complete. So after every step timing, you will ask, okay, 5 minutes are over, raise your hand who has completed step number 1. So in that way you will able to figure out which students are lagging and which are able to do it efficiently, and those students who are not able to complete the step number 1 in that particular period of time, you go and give them personal guidance, sit with them and help them doing the things. Other than that, you will keep ready 2 kind of cards. Some just a paper cutting, and then you laminate it. You can choose the color like red and black, so, or maybe red and green. Red and green I think is a perfect combination. So when you ask step number 1, so they can raise just the card. Those who need the help, they will raise the red card, and those who are completed with their step, they will raise the green card. In that way there will be no sound or disturbance around in the class. Still you able to track which students are doing, which students are not able to do, and you can on the board or maybe on a sheet, you will just write down the name of the groups, and you keep on ticking the step number 2, 3, 4 are done by group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, like that you track. Believe me, it's a very simple subject, and major of the part is coming with the practical practicing. But all these small things, by checking the or you can say tracking the student who are lacking behind with the help of cards, with the help of doubts, with the help of this data, will give an influence that you are very particular about the class, and you know how to manage students, and you know how to find out the slow learners out of the class. That's how you will able to give the employer also a image of a very concerned teacher who's able to hold the hand of every student, who will not leave any slow learner student behind. Okay, now is the time of the bonus tip. I'll give you a bonus tip. Even though it's a computer class, but you still find out some group of students who will finish your class very quickly, who will, whatever the topic you are covering today, they will finish it very quickly, and then they will try to ask you, can I play game on the computer, can I do this? So you prepare some tasks which are a free time task, or you can say some tasks which student really enjoy. So the group who will finish the task quickly, you can give them this activity. Maybe some paint activity you will prepare, or maybe some drawing activity, or some educational game you can come out with. So those type of game you keep in handy with you, the instructions, and then you give to the group who will finish the task very quickly. In that way you are not allowing the students, you are not allowing them to get the time to browse certain random websites, and still you have the time to help the slow learner in between they are doing that particular additional task. So that's how you manage a computer class. I hope by following this idea you'll get and you'll able to manage a good demo class. I hope you will like the video, and if you like the video for whatever reason, give me a thumbs up and put your comment or queries in the comment box. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.